Alright, so if you made it to video 4, you're doing well. I just believe I showed Caligula. So, the way Caligula works is you have a spectator select a card. So they touch a card, and it gets lost into the middle of the deck. You then tell them they can even shuffle the deck together, and you know what their card is. So at this point, using the cull as a peek, as well as a control, is going to come in handy later. So you're going to spread through, and you're going to do that bottom control I taught you before, where you Hofzinser, then you have them select a card, okay? So in this case, the 9 of spades. Then as you finish, you control it to the bottom. Then you ask them if they can shuffle. And if they say yes, you say, how do you shuffle? Do you shuffle like this? Like a riffle shuffle, and you're going to demonstrate the riffle shuffle as you do it. As you do so, you peek the bottom card. And then shuffle it into the middle. So now you know their card, you let them shuffle a deck as much as they want. Now if you think about it, guys, even this is a great use for the cull, is as a peek. You can use that whenever, and it'll always look good. So whatever, their card, we'll say, is the 7 of diamonds. You then shuffle some of the cards. Look at that, I found their card. And the effect right there. No. So shuffle the cards face up, face down. Let the spectator shuffle them. All the cards get mixed up. And then what I really like about this is, Costilla always does this. He always goes, you can even shuffle them as if you were a little kid, turning some up, some face down. And he always does this, and he lets the spectators do this as well. And it adds a really nice free-flowing look to the whole trick. Now at this point, this is the worst part of the trick, I hate doing this, is straightening out all the cards. And if you're going to do this, it's good to tell your spectator this is hardest part of the trick, blah blah blah. Now what you're going to do is you're going to spread, showing that they're all mixed up. At this point, what you're doing is you're looking in the face-up cards for the card, the card that you spotted before. In this case, the 7 of diamonds is right there. Good, I'm in perfect position to do this. What you're going to do is you're going to call out all the face-down cards. But remember what I told you before, make sure a face-down card's on top. If it wasn't, if I was in this position, and I would go through, I'd move that card there, and then begin my culling. Okay? So, either way, you RdRnr cull all those face-down cards. So just spread through, and as you go through, now you can do this nice and slow, don't rush it, just, they're concentrating on looking for their card anyways. Okay? Now at this point you see their 7, and you're going to cull that along with all the face-down cards. Okay? So cull their card amongst all the rest, and just continue. At this point they're probably going to start to get bored. They're not going to be paying attention as much, so you can start to get away with sloppy culling after their card. Hopefully you don't have to, but if you do, you do. Now you'll notice, I didn't teach this before, that's why it's good to watch all the videos, is sometimes your cards get out of hand at the bottom. Okay? They start sliding to the side after you cull about half the deck. You can use your left hand's fingers to hit those square during your accordion action. So you hit them square, then you can continue your culling. And hit them square, and then continue your culling. Okay? So either way, you cull all those face-down cards to the bottom. You can leave a couple at the top, and then just cut them here. Now what you're going to do is, as you do your displays, showing that there's some face-up, face-down, you just cut those into the rest of the other cards. And at this point, let me show you your position. You generally be like this, except for when you miss a block of cards. You're generally in this position. You got the face-down cards, you got a segment of face-down cards, followed by their card, face-up, followed by another segment of face-down, whole deck face-up, and then a face-down card. Pick up at your natural break, slip cut that face-down card as if showing, and then you're going to close up like this. Basically, a very open half pass. So this deck just gets pulled down so that it flips over in your fingers as you close this on top. Don't make a move out of it, just as you close, it happens. Then you just spread, and unless you've messed up completely like I obviously have, their card is the only face down card. So here's the position you end up in. Okay, so you after you're culling, you end up like this. You slip cut that card, do your half pass move, spread, one card is face down, and it's their selection. So that's the Caligula routine trick. Very nice, clean triumph. So you can obviously see that there's a lot of uses for culling. Even just while you're doing one trick, you're getting ready for your next trick. That's just good routining, and you can do so with culling. The way to practice this, by the way, guys, I'm doing a lot of stuff late in the video that I'm just remembering now that I forgot to say before. But the way to practice culling is to decide on a card. We'll say the 7 of diamonds, and then look for all the 7s. So you go through. Well, I don't see any 7s. I see the 7 of spades. Oh, they were all at the end. Okay, so then you call all your 7s. What I like to do is I would like to work up ace all the way through king. You'll notice as you get less cards, all the cards are at the top, so it's a lot harder to cull because you're only culling with about this many cards, and you have to cull a 4 of a kind. Makes it harder. So as you get through the deck, it gets more challenging. So just practice that. Aces. So now I go through and I go for all the aces. And once I've got them all, I decide, okay, next we're doing 2s, and then we go for all the 2s. And the first card I had to reverse spread because it was second from the top, so now we have to do all the 2s, and we get all the 2s. And so that's how you would practice. Also take some of the deck, put it in face up, and then just cull all the face down cards or all the face up cards, making sure to do the right things every time. Remember, start slow, build up your speed, and there you go. That's how you cull. That's how you do the trick. Have a good one. That's RdRnnrCllPt4, the 4-part video.